Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and today we are water bath canning. We are getting today's recipe out of the Ball Book of Complete Home Preserving and we are making Zesty Zucchini Relish. For this, you don't need to bust out the food processor. You can chop it up all by hand and that's perfectly fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that out and we are gonna go ahead and start cutting up our veggies. For the first step today, we are going to be starting with our zucchini. We're looking for 12 cups of finely chopped zucchini.
'Dollar out to Nashville on the hard rock line. I'm working on that old speedboat and learned to ride. When my feet had touched dry land, how happy I did feel.
Four cups chopped onions.
Been saving every penny for to make up through the fall. Working for that dog, but it never adds up at all. Coming around the river.
2 red bell peppers.
The very next thing you hear from me, I've been tied to a boy.
1 green bell pepper. Don't have green, yellow it is. And 1 green bell pepper.
Well, come this time tomorrow, reckon I don't know where I'll be. But if it wasn't for that old sheriff, I'd be back in Tennessee. Playing cards.
Once you have those all chopped up, go ahead and combine them all in a big old bowl together. Put in your 1/3 cup of salt.
Gather round, you good time boys, listen to my song. May not know better, but I know you know.
Cover it up and let it stand for about 12 hours or overnight. This allows for the salt to pull all of the moisture out of your vegetables. Transfer it into a colander and rinse very, very thoroughly. Then go ahead and squeeze out any excess moisture you might have. After you have drained the excess liquid out of your mixture, now you're gonna go ahead and throw it into a large pot. Along with that, you're gonna go ahead and add 2.5 cups of sugar, 2.5 cups of white vinegar it says, but I'm gonna use apple cider vinegar, and this is 5% acidity. 1 tablespoon nutmeg, 1 tablespoon turmeric, 4 tablespoons of prepared horseradish. I'm shy on that, but I'll just put in what I have. According to the recipe, we should be putting in 1 chili pepper. Fortunately, they're pretty small, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace that small pepper with a tablespoon of red chili flakes. Then you're gonna go ahead and bring this up to a boil. Then once it's at a boil, bring it back down to a simmer for about 45 minutes. Or until the consistency is about that of a thin store-bought relish. right, so now that it has been about 45 minutes or so and a lot of the liquid has evaporated, we're gonna go ahead and fill up our jars. And because we are going to be using this recipe in small amounts, I decided I'm going to go ahead and do the quarter pint size jars. And I'm going to still process them for the full 15 minutes, even though they're smaller. That's an important one to remember. If you go down in size, make sure you still process at the same time as the larger one. If you use a 1.5 pint jar, you're going to go ahead and can it at the quart size. And if you're gonna do a 1/2 pint, you still have to process it for the time for a full pint. Okay, so we ended up with 15 of our 1/4 pint jars and just enough for a taste test left over. Just enough. Cheers. Yeah, it's a very nice ratio for sure with the apple cider vinegar and the sugar. They're equal for sure. I don't do sweets, so it's a little on the sweet side for me personally, but gosh, it is really good. I think next time I will definitely make sure that I have enough horseradish in the house to do the full amount. I think that that would be more to my liking. Other than it just being a little bit too sweet, I'm definitely a fan. This is really, really good. It's tangy. I like tangy things. I like it. It's really good. Hamburgers and hot dogs, definitely, all the way. Now we have our jars in the water bath canner. We're gonna go ahead and wait for it to come up to a full rolling boil, and then we will start our timer for 15 minutes. After that, go ahead and turn your heat off, take your lid off, wait about 5 or 10 minutes before you remove the jars from the canner. Tangy. Well, you guys, that was a really fun recipe to make, and I highly suggest that you guys give it a try too. I really do enjoy the zesty part of this relish. It is really, really good. The horseradish mixed with the apple cider vinegar, top notch. Thank you for joining me today on the Hamakua Homestead. I'll see you again soon.
Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown. Except soon you'll be drenched to the bone if your time to